Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Hafiz. My name is Hafizullah Masoudi, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can install Laravel 9 and also Vue JS version 2. So to start, we have to first of all install a new fresh Laravel 9 project. So for that, let's go to the Laravel documentation in laravel.com. So click on the documentation, and if you scroll down, you can see we have this installation via composer, and in here we can run this command in our terminal. So let's open a terminal, and in here I will go to my lamp directory. So cd /opt lamp /htdocs, and in here let's say composer create dash project and Laravel, and let's name the project Laravel, and press enter. It will download all the files needed for our Laravel project. Now guys, the first thing that we have to do after a successful installation is that we have to give some access to ourselves. So for that, let's say sudo chmod and 757 to give access to our own self, and then -r for running this command recursively, from which I mean we will only run this command once. So after that, our project name, which is Laravel, and press enter. Now it will prompt me for my password. So yeah, it says 757, no such file or directory. Well guys, my bad, we have to pause this recursive as a capital R. So let's edit the command, and let's say capital R, and press enter. Now you can see it run the command, and if we ls-l, you can see now our Laravel project has some access and its color has changed to green. Now next part is, guys, to open our project in Visual Studio Code. So for that we can say code space Laravel and press enter. So guys, before we do anything in here, we have to search for something in the browser. So let's go to the browser, and in here guys, let's open a new tab and let's search for Vue JS 2 versions, releases, and GitHub, and let's go to this first link. And as you guys can see, the latest version in version 2 is 2.6.14. Now we want to install this version, so let's go to the Visual Studio Code. I will close this welcome message and open the terminal, and in here what I will do is say yarn add vue at, and then the greater sign 2.4.16, and besides that I will also install vue -template -compiler, and I also want to declare the version for this one. So at greater than 2.4.16. well, the both versions are the same. So now let's press enter. It will automatically install all the dependencies also, which means we will have a node modules folder in our project. So guys, they have been installed successfully, and I want to mention something, and that is you have to be sure about the version, because you have to check for the version, and whatever latest version you get in Vue JS 2, you have to select that one. So remember that. So let's get back to our text editor. Well, what I will do is put it in another workspace for me to switch between them easily. So let's copy it here and remove it. Now let's get back to our text editor, and in here what I will do is scroll down in here, and if we go to the package.json file and scroll down, well, let's minimize the terminal a little bit. You can see we have installed both of these in the dependencies. Well guys, I want to say that if you want to add them in the div dependencies, what we can do is remove them from here. So let's remove it. I will show you this one also. So let's say we want to say yarn. Well, let's copy the previous command, and this time instead of add we will say remove and press enter. Well, they are not removing. What we can do is remove the versions. So let's remove them and press enter. Now they are being removed. So you can see guys, they are removed. Now we want to add them to the div dependencies. For that we have to pass a mark. So let's say yarn add dash dash div, and then we can say at or view at greater than 2.4.16 and view dash template dash compiler at greater than 2.4.16 and press enter. Now it will be installed inside these div dependencies. As you guys can see, the file has been updated and we have now our dependencies and div dependencies. So that was something I wanted to show you. Now let's close this file and go to webpack.mix.js, because we want to add Vue JS as mix code. So in here what I will do is press an enter and let's say dot view and parentheses. Save the file and close it. Now let's go to our resources and JS and then app.js, because we have to import the Vue file in here. Let's say import Vue from quotation Vue, and after this let's create a component. So let's also make this first V capital V. Now let's say Vue dot component and then parentheses, let's name it example hyphen component. Then we have to declare the path for this component, and we can use require function of JavaScript. So require, let's say it is located in components folder and slash example component. Now after this we have to create the Vue object. So for that we can say const app should equal to new Vue parentheses curly braces, and we want to target the element with the id of app. And let's also log something to the console, so we can use mounted function, and let's say console.log, and in here let's say hello world. Now guys, let's run yarn run watch to compile all the changes. So in here I will say yarn run watch. You can run div also. Well, for the first time it will fail, because as you can see it will install some additional dependencies. For example, this Vue loader at version 15.9.7. So for the first time it will fail, but what we can do is run it again, and this time it will successfully run the code. Well, it failed, and you know why it failed? Because in our app.js we are refreshing this example component, but we don't have this component inside this directory. So let's create it. Let's go to JS and let's create a new folder by the name of components, and after that let's create a new file and name it example component.vue and press enter. Now you can see we don't have any errors. Let's create our template. So let's say template, and in here let's put an h1. Let's say hello world. Let's say script and export default to export this component. Now we have to put this component that we created in a Laravel blade to display the component. So let's go to views and welcome blade. I will close the terminal and also the sidebar. what we can do is we don't need these styles, and we also don't need this div inside the body, so let's remove it too. First of all, let's put our link at the head tag. So link, we want to load the styles, so asset and then css slash app.css. After that, let's load the scripts. So script tag, and we want to declare a source, double curly braces, asset parenthesis js slash app.js. Now the next thing is, guys, to check this blade if it works and if our Vue.js is loading perfect or not. So for that I have to first run lamp or zamp. So let's open a terminal and let's say sudo /opt lamp and lamp start. I will run it again to check it for sure, and it's running. And in here what I will do is open a new tab and let's say localhost /laravel/public and press enter. And if we open the inspect element, we are getting an error. What we can do is go back to the code and let's say we want to put an app in here. Let's say div with the ID of app, and inside here let's put an h1 which will say Laravel 9 and Vue.js installation. And after that we have to load the component, so example -component. Now if we go back to the browser and refresh the page, as you guys can see, we are getting the Vue.js, but our component is not working. And if we go back to the code and go to the component, will we have everything working here. Let's go to the app.js, and in here let's say .default. Save the file, and if we check the terminal, it is successful. Now let's get back to the browser, refresh. Now you can see our component is working and our Vue.js installation was successfully done. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to give the thumbs up and also share it with your friends. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for support. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.